Okay, the gearbox mount is now done, and I must say it was rather difficult. Let's get some more light in just in case you can't see. It was quite a thing to get completed, but now, I'm not sure if you see, if I put that there you might be able to see, get a bit of light on it. And now get that handbrake down just to make sure. Oh dear, I'm just having I bought this light and I thought it was good, but let's put that there so you can see it. And now she is quite nice and it's not moving on. So I'll get all the console back in and cleaned up, and I'll re-grease the pivot inside there. Actually, I'm not going to bother with the changing those two bolts. I think that's quite good there because it's a bit of less resistance for when you want to go to reverse, so it's all the way to the left and then up. So yeah, they were really difficult to get in when the gearbox is in situ, but I did it, and through much of pain and sweat and a bit of blood. So I'll get it all in and see how it feels on a test drive. Okay, I'll report later. Alright, welcome back to Tibby. I've given her a bit of a spruce up, and I just wanted to give you a view over the car just to show you all the problems or how she looks externally. There's a bit of a dink there. Somebody went a few years ago with the thing. Here's the door, so we're reversing. I've sort of given it a good wash. You can see there, so I was describing about the wings. The wheels have come up quite nice, not too bad. I'm not going to go to town on those. And I've got some really good news. And like I said, I'm still quite happy with this bumper. It's cleaned up nicely. You see all the 42 years worth of dings and little imperfections on the bonnet. And yeah, up close you can see. But this is an absolute honest, genuine car. Obviously I can't speak for the wings. This side you can see there's quite a bit of blotchiness on the wing. That needs to be rubbed down. It's a winter job really. And again on the doors, see more witness there. And along the top of the windscreen you can see some surface rust coming through. More paint imperfections here. I've got these door protectors on. Open up the door. I've given the in-series a little bit of a clean. The carpet needs vacuuming out. Oh, and as you can see, I found the two lenses for the indicators, so I shall put those in at some point. They were actually, when I had the stuff on the seat, they were actually down underneath here, because when I brought the seat forward just to clean the back out of the car, I saw them poking out the back here, so they slipped in there unbeknownst to me. There you go. So I am absolutely delighted about that, because these are unavailable now, and I was going to get some orange type of acetate, so I'm really I punched the air and I thought, oh well, I knew I hadn't thrown them out really, but I couldn't really tell. So that's my celebratory tangerine there, and yeah, it's the carpet. I was looking to get new carpets for this, but then I had a sort of a bit of inspiration. I could actually maybe dye them, because they're in pretty good condition. I mean, they're still, you know, if I dyed them, they would come up, I'm sure, like a new pin. Yeah, and everything's in, and even the lights go on and off on the doors, obviously when you when you close it. Everything functions on this car except, as I mentioned previously, the intermittent wipe stalk. That doesn't work. The cables are all there and all connected, but she's just not activating. So it could be something to do with the motor, but I can live with that. I can live with that. And obviously the lights pop up nicely, and you can flashing, and she will go down. And they go down pretty symmetrical. Sometimes you'll see one light come up and then another. There's a bit of time difference. You see that left one there is slightly slower, but that's down to the motors, really. I mean, if Rolls-Royce had made this, they'd have probably matched the two motors, and so for the timing would have all been the same. And yeah, so I did take her for a drive yesterday before I cleaned it all up, just to put some petrol in it. And let's give it a start, see how much petrol's in there. She's a bit cold. And let's give it a bit of a. She's ticking over quite nicely there on 750 to 800 RPM, which is optimum. Let's get the boot. Let's get the bonnet open. See if that will actually release, because they didn't shut it down. Get it, open it from the middle. Did clean up the under-bonnet as well. And there are some stickers that go on here, and some other stickers around. We've got these original stickers which come on, one over the other on the other turret, and one information sticker which should go here. I've got the stickers in a filing system somewhere at home, so I'm going to need to put them on at some point. I'm going to spray this up, get this looking back a bit better. Oh, and incidentally, I did change the oil in the car and the filter. I did do that. And guess what colour I sprayed the filter housing? Yes, orange. I sprayed it orange. Yes. It's easily identifiable now. And I've got the air duct in. This thing is, so when the bonnet's shut, you get the air in through here, and sucks in there. With all the nice little rubbers on it as well. Lovely. So when she's cold, when I tried balancing the carbs as best I can, she really is lumpy to start with, and she's running just slightly high there now, coming up to temperature. But if you look at it back here, she's only just about presentable. You can see the back, the paint fading on the rear wheel arches, the front. Like I say, the wheels did come up nice. The back quarters are really good condition. Just have a look in the boot. Tidy up the boot as well. As you can see in here, this is the original tool bag that came with the car. Still in good condition. The original mat and back mats, and quarter panels there, rags in there. Still even has the cardboard cutouts to protect the back light connections, left and right. And there I have my fuel additive. Yes. And if I move this out the way, I've still got the popper there as well on this. There's only one though, so bring that back. This is the original cardboard base that they do to protect the spare wheel, and it's still got the rubber strap in there as well, which keeps the tyre in situ. Put that back down again, pop that back down. I suppose I could have put that underneath as well and used the strap to tie that down, but just for the purpose of making this film or this video, I just wanted to show that it was there. And as you can see in here as well, there's the witness of the Z-bar there. that there's protected the paintwork. You can see that in there, and I'll show you actually on the door. And these are all over. You see there, you have the proof of Z-bar grommet there. Not sure you can actually see the witness on it. The Z-bar. There's two there. Not sure about this one here. There's one there. One up here. It's all inside the bonnet. Same on the other side of the door. And underneath. And it's, like I said, I did get the 4 bushes on the remote. Only with the main ones that had perished, so I've got 4 left. I don't know where these go. I've no idea where they go. So I renewed all the 4 bushes on the remote with the gear selector on the gearbox. And had the gearbox been out, it would have only been those 4 bolts with the bushes that would have allowed the remote to be removed. Now the 2 bolts which are at the top towards the gearbox are longer than the 2 bolts which are on the L or the C bracket on the side. So making note of that. So if you take them all off, the 2 longer bolts go in towards the bell housing of the, well, let's say the bell housing, towards the back end of the gearbox. But main use today is I found my amber reflectors or filters, and I shall get them in at some point. I'm going to turn that off because it's too loud, and yeah, get them in. So, smells wonderful. Actually smells wonderful. Yes. Okay, so that looks as if we are now ready to take it over to Mount Edgecombe on Sunday, the 7th of August. And what I haven't done is I haven't cleaned the roof or the frame, but you know, it's going to stay down now, I think, until I'm ready to actually do this. Now this tonneau cover is in quite good condition, apart from one pop rivet being missing there. Look, you can see. So I'll need to sort that out. And but it doesn't flap about too much when the roof's down. And the underneath the tonneau cover is a foam backing which has perished, and the stitching has come away, so whereas it looks a bit flat in the centre, but the roof is down. It's folded away nicely. There is a certain way to fold the roof when it collapses. Anybody with a 7 who've had one, I'm sure, fully aware of that. And yeah, bit of bird monk there. Look, blimey, they get everywhere, don't they? So, with that, I shall leave it. Just to say, I'm going to leave it there, and yeah. I hope you enjoyed this slight journey with me with the 7. Okay, bye now.